Hey guys, what's going on? Nivens here. Time for your weekly rock wind-up. Of course, the big news this week was the announcement of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2015 inductees, and to many a surprise, Green Day first-year balloters showing up. The fan vote had Stevie Ray Vaughan, who did make it in, and Nine Inch Nails going in there. However, Nine Inch Nails did not make the cut. And here is the list for you, in case you want to jot it down at home. Lou Reed, as I mentioned, Green Day, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Bill Withers, and Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Now, who's still not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Deep Purple, Motorhead, Jello Biafra, Dead Kennedys, Melvins. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So I think for many of people, there still is this question of who decides this stuff? And speaking of Iron Maiden, it seems that they sent out a Christmas card to their fan club this week, and at the bottom of it had a picture of their mascot Eddie running out of there, possibly hinting at a new album. So if that is the case, I know many of people out there are going to be excited to see that unfold, as well as hopefully another tour. And speaking of new stuff, it seems that Scorpions are going to drop their album, their new one, coming up in February. And as I mentioned in last week's Weekly Rock Wind-Up, Bumblefoot from Guns N' Roses, Ron Thale, going to be dropping a solo album. And with that, it looks like he's going to leave GNR so he can focus on his solo work. I'm not sure, what that'll mean in terms of bringing in a new guitarist. I don't think that we'll, still see a possible reunion with Slash, but still, we can always hope for that. Well, metal thrash icons Anthrax having a Grammy nomination this year, if the Grammys even matter anymore to the world of rock and roll, because it seems like it doesn't. And how do they celebrate? By rolling out their own line of bourbon called Indians, which I'm sure is going to piss off a lot of people. Well, it seems that Reed Mullen from Corrosion of Conformity's super group, Teenage Time Killer, will be has inked a deal with Rise Records. And when I do say super group, I'm going to rattle off some of the names that are going to be showing up on this new CD. That was recorded in Dave Grohl's studio, at least the instrumental parts, in Northern California. Randy Blythe, Lamb of God, Dave Grohl shows up. Corey Taylor from, of course, Slipknot, Stone Sour. Jello Biafra, Neil Fallon from Clutch, Lee Ving from Fear, Nick Oliveri. I mean, the list goes on and on and on from so many people. Doyle, Wolfgang, Von Frankenstein from the Misfits. So no word on the exact date as to when this album will drop. And then the whole tour aspect of it, too. They're not entirely sure how they'll work that out, but maybe do something on Jimmy Kimmel or something like that, they're saying. But this definitely looks pretty exciting and promising. And that is it for your Weekly Rock Wind-Up for 2014, man. I'm on vacation next week to celebrate Christmas with the fam and all that, so there won't be another one. But again, as I mentioned last night on stage at Twisted Christmas, thank you for an amazing year, for all the Lodo shows. Twisted Christmas, obviously, Freakers Ball, that little thing called Rockfest. So much is lined up already for 2015, so let's get out there and keep rock alive. I know you guys will. So again, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Festivus for the rest of us, and if you're an atheist like Asshole Bob, enjoy next Thursday off. Nivens, have a great weekend. Peace. I find that if you go to the mall and do this, they don't like that.
No, you don't
they stand outside of Claire's,
grabbing their kids, taking them away.
Exactly.
Don't look, honey.
There's a man playing with his belly button.